Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is Favour Fashion House, and in today's video we'll be learning how I made this beautiful trending top. So if this is something you love to watch, please stay tuned, stay to the end of this video, and also please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. If you have any parts that you did not understand while watching the video, please let me know in the comment section. So let's get straight into the video. So this is the pattern paper we're going to be using. First of all, I'm going to be drafting it on my pattern paper, and for this pattern paper I went ahead to mark out the starting point, which is also known as our shoulder line. So first of all, we're cutting the back piece because we're using the back to cut at the front. Okay, so I measure from my shoulder to my bust, my shoulder to my waist, and my shoulder to the full length of this top. The same thing on the other side, my shoulder to my bust, my shoulder to my waist, and my shoulder to the full length. I'll go ahead and connect the lines together. If you notice, this top at the front, it has extended peplon, or extended, yeah, she like a peplon. So all these asymmetric peplon styles. So I went ahead to label it bust line, waistline, and full length. If you notice, the front of this top has the extended peplon or extended design at the front. I measured my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I also added extra 8 inches allowance because this is a cut together sleeve. So I came down by 1.5 inches from that point. That is our shoulder slope, and I connected it to my shoulder line. So my bust line, I measure my bust measurement divided by 4 plus extra 2 inches allowance. On my waist divided by 4 plus extra 2 inches, and also for my full length of my hip divided by 4 plus extra 2 inches allowance. So go ahead and connect the lines together. If you want yours to be very free, it depends on what you want. You can add more allowance just as you want, okay? But you can see at the beginning of the video the way mine is, that is how I want it to be. So at this point I mark out 9 inches. All right, then from that 9 inches mark that I mark out, I'm going to come in by 1 inch, and I'll connect it from to this, just the way I'm indicating in this video. This is going to help, it's going to help it balance perfectly on your sleeve length or your armhole, and also try to cover your armhole so it won't have that sharp or folding. For the back, okay, it has this curve. It's not like straight, it has this curve, and that's why I went ahead to put the curve. And for my neck width I used 3 inches, and my neck depth I used 1.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and connect the lines together, and I'll cut it out. Like I said, we're going to be using the back to cut at the front. So this is the front pattern paper. As you can see, I also added extra inches, okay, to the paper. So first of all, I mark out the starting point, that is my shoulder line, and also went ahead to mark out 1 inches from the center line. Okay, that is where our button allowance is going to start from. So to take our measurement, I measure from my shoulder to my bust, my shoulder to my waist, my shoulder to my hip, and I connect the lines together. So you're going to start your measurement from this center line that will mark out that 1 inch you came in. That is where you're going to start taking your measurement. To watch what I did from my full length, I also added more allowance or more inches to the down part. Okay, this is because of that extended peplon, the extended design we have at the front. Okay, so that I added extra allowance of about 5 inches. So the same thing I did at the front, at the back, that is my shoulder divided by 4 by 2, sorry. Then I added extra 8 inches allowance, okay, because it's a cut together sleeve. I came down by 1.5 for my shoulder slope and I connected just the same way we did for the back. Same neck width 3 inches. Then for my neck depth for the front, what I use is 18. It depends on how deep you want yours to be, so I ended up using 9 inches for my own neck depth because it's going to be a v-neck line, which I already went ahead to mark. So at this point that I came in by 2 inches, okay, that extra inches that we added at the down parts, I came in by 2 inches. So at my waistline, I'm going to connect it. All right, so I think at the end of this, when I was sewing it, I feel like I want it to be more reviewing. I want it to be more open, and I went ahead, as you can see what I did, right? So I went ahead to go in more. Just do you, okay? Just do what you feel like. So from that point, I'm going to connect it back to my full length or back to my hip line, okay? The full length that we use for the back, okay, that is what I went ahead to connect it back there. So this point I'm marking out now is where the buttons is going to be for the front, and I'll go ahead and cut it out. So this pattern is for the front, while this one is for the back, and now I'll go ahead and cut both of them out on my fabric. And the fabric I'm using is a crepe fabric. So I went ahead to cut them out on, for the back you're going to cut it on fold, okay, you're going to cut it on fold for the back. I went ahead to cut out this for the facing. The fabric I have was not enough, so I have to use this black crepe as well. Okay, what are the amount of fabric that I use for this? I think it's just about 1 yard. I'm going to go ahead and sew it just the way I indicated, and I will put my hairstay, iron it down. So I'm going to join it just the way I indicated in this video. Okay, after that I'm going to put my hairstay, then I'm going to comb everything down together. So this is the back. Also cut out the facing for the back. And also for the down part, because I don't want it to have any folding at the down. Like, I just want it to come out really neat and perfect. So after doing all that, this is how it is looking. You can see how it's coming out so clean, neat and perfect. So this is the hemming gum that I use for it to gum everything together so it won't be moving around. So you can see how deep my own designs are. Like, my v neckline is deep, and the down v or the down opening is also deep. So that is how I want mine to be. So the next thing is to face it front side facing each other with the back piece, and you're going to go ahead and join it on the shoulder. For the shoulder, I'm going to open it up, then I'm going to join just the way I'm indicating, so that it will not have a neat finishing at the starting point of the shoulder. Okay, so that is how I'm going to do it. Just watch closely the way I did it, or I indicated. If you don't know how to do, just open up your facing, pin everything so it's straight, and after that, this is how it is looking. I also went ahead to fold the armhole, okay, the sleeve line. I went ahead to fold it. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead and join it on the side with measurement. I don't think I actually need any measurement for that. I'm going to just use 1 inch allowance, because remember what I added is 2 inches allowance. 1 inch is for joining, while 1 inch is for ease allowance. That's why I say if you want us to be a bit more free, you can as well add extra inches to it. Okay, so guys, if you have watched up to this point, thank you so much and God bless you. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. All right, let me know where you are watching from, and also let me know if you're going to be recreating this. So I've gone ahead to join it, just as you can see, and I'm going to go ahead and notch it. Okay, the reason I'm going to be notching it is so that it's not, you can see the way it's folding like this, not clean, right? It's not okay. So once you notch it, it's going to help everything to relax perfectly when you put it on, or when you turn it. Even when you're ironing it, everything is going to relax perfectly. You can see the way it's well relaxed now. Okay, so the last thing remaining now is for me to iron it again and also input my buttons. Thank you so much guys for watching, and God bless you. I'll see you guys all in my next video. You can see how the top came out. It came out so perfectly fine and perfectly well. At this point I'm indicating is where I'm going to be inputting my buttons.